What if I told you the secret to changing your life isn't about massive action, but about actions so small they seem almost meaningless? Just stay with me. So for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how. You know that feeling when you look at someone super successful and you think, they must have some secret superpower, like how are they doing things? Well, I'm here to tell you that their superpower is actually something much simpler. It is tiny. It's almost invisible habits that compound over time, and they are called micro habits. Think of micro habits like raindrops. A single raindrop seems insignificant, right? But over time, those little raindrops can carve through solid rock, creating magnificent canyons. That's exactly how micro habits work. They are small, consistent actions that reshape your life's landscape. Let me share something personal for you. For years, I struggled with maintaining a morning running routine. I set my alarm with the best intentions in the world, but when morning came, that warm bed just felt so cozy, I just stayed inside. That is until I discovered the power of micro habits. So instead of focusing on the run itself, I started with something tiny. Laying out my running clothes the night before. Simple, right? Just that move, nothing else. It is so ridiculously simple, but yet it made a massive difference. Because here's what happened. I woke up, I saw those clothes waiting on me, and they acted like a visual anchor, making that decision to run almost automatic. That tiny little habit was a domino that started a chain reaction. This transition is something that I have shared with Fortune 500 execs, with FTSE 250 execs, and so many other companies worldwide. Some, as you can imagine, were skeptical at first. After all, these are people who are making multi-million-dollar decisions on a daily basis. But the results have spoken for themselves. So today, I'm going to share 10 micro habits that have transformed not just their lives, but my life. Lives of parents, of entrepreneurs, and some of the people who are seeking real change. I'm going to start with number one, the 2-minute rule. This is your gateway to a new habit. You're making it so small, it takes less than 2 minutes. What am I talking about? If you want to read more, start with 1 page. If you want to meditate, start with 2 breaths. For parents, this might mean 1 minute of undivided attention when your child approaches you, so you have that locked in conversation with them. For entrepreneurs, it might be as simple as writing down just one business idea before bed. There's one CEO that I worked with who used this tool, this change, this tiny habit to transform the entire company culture. Just by starting their meeting 2 minutes earlier, they were able to have genuine connection time, and it made such a massive difference to them. 2 minutes can change your life. Number 2, the gratitude trigger. When you link gratitude to something that you are already doing automatically, it makes life a lot easier. For example, while your morning coffee is brewing, name 3 things that you're grateful for. I worked with a stressed out CFO, and this transformed his entire morning mood with just a morning practice of 3 things you're grateful for when he was making his coffee. What that led to was better decision making and a stronger team relationships, because he came into work a lot less moody, a lot more happier. And also, when you are grateful, it releases oxytocin and other chemicals inside of your body that make you feel good. Habit number 3, the present moment. To be present is simple. Pause. Take 3 deep breaths. Before entering any new situation. Just 3 breaths. So one of my clients did this, and it saved his marriage. He recognized that every time he was leaving work, and bear in mind he was an entrepreneur, he was stressed out. And he was carrying all that load, that frustration, that annoyance, that difficulty and challenge with him into his home. And rather than meeting his wife in a better mood, it kind of created some friction between them. But before he went into his house, he took 3 deep breaths, it helped it. In fact, he shared them with his wife, and she talked about how he helped her when she was angry and frustrated with him. She just stopped, paused, took some deep breaths, and responded differently. And it saved their marriage. Simple habits is what I'm talking about here. Habit number 4, the movement mindset. Now, I want you to take 20 minutes for movement every single day. 20 minutes. I don't care what kind of movement it is. This could be as simple as walking meetings. This could be running. This could be stretching. This could be, I don't know, getting up and down, going up and down the stairs. I don't care what it is. 20 minutes a day can transform your life. This has changed things for me. I work in an office. I'm consistently with clients. Either I'm at home, I am traveling, I'm flying, I'm in corporate offices. And just that little bit of movement, 20 minutes, has been transformational to how I show up, how I arrive with my clients. I have so much more energy. I have so much more creativity. And now I've ranked it up. Rather than just 20 minutes, I do about an hour. But it started by bit by building up those tiny habits. That's why 10,000 steps for me are just standard. Clients have done this. They have, rather than being at their desk and taking back to back meetings, one of my tech execs that I worked with, she started to have walking meetings with her team. And what she found was there were better ideas coming out. There were better and stronger relationships that were emerging. Tiny little habits. Walking, again, releases chemicals, which allows you to get clearer a lot better, a lot quicker. So, if you're walking, you're solving problems so much more faster. That is what physical movement does. It unblocks those mental blocks that you have, which is why I highly recommend it as a habit. Habit number 5, weekly reflection. Set aside 20 minutes each week for reflection, personally and professionally. What is it that I have done this week? What is it I have achieved? What is it that I haven't achieved? It's important to do this for both your personal life and your professional life. Because at the end of the day, there might be things that you might be killing it at work, but at home things aren't going well. You're not going to be happy, and vice versa. So having this review locked into your diaries is super important for you. I had a client of mine who did this. At first they complained, I don't have time. And they found the time. And with the time of them starting to do this, it helped them to recognize what they need to change, what they need to shift, what habit they need to put into place. Because when you can see the patterns, then you can do something about it. If you can't see the patterns, you are just reacting. You are not seeing what's ahead of you. You are just reacting to what's coming to you. That's not what you want. So that's why I recommend 20 minutes at the end of the week, reflect personally, professionally. She called it a meeting with herself every Sunday. No phones, no distractions, just honest reflections. And you can do exactly the same thing and it will change your life. Number 6, the energy check. Before saying yes to anything, take 5 to 10 seconds just to pause and check your energy. This will save you from burnout. This will save you from saying yes or saying no to things that you should not be saying yes or say no to. Habit number 7, the next action setup. Before ending any task, identify and write down the very next small step that needs to be taken. Do you need to delegate to someone else? Do you need to take the step yourself? Whatever that is, figure what that is and have that next action step locked in. So those in that room know what they need to do, and if it's on you, they can also hold you accountable, or vice versa. Habit number 8, the sacred morning. When you wake up, don't touch your phone for the first 30 minutes. Instead, I start the day with a prayer. I start the day with my devotional, and for other people, it might be meditation. I don't know what that looks like for you, but it is important that you do not start the day touching your phone for this first 30 minutes. This completely changed my life. I used to wake up to an avalanche of notifications, and I start my day once again in reaction mode. Now, at least the first 30 minutes are just sacred. That's where I find my center. That's where I connect with my faith. That's where I set my intentions for the day. And clients who have done this, I've seen them transform from anxious email checkers to centered leaders by protecting their morning space. You can implement exactly the same thing for you. And again, it will change and shift your life. Action number 9, the celebration pause. Acknowledge one tiny win before moving on to the next task. One win. When my first business wasn't going very well, this habit kept me going. Now it's a practice that helps teams maintain momentum through challenging projects. What's going well? Focus on that. Tiny habit make a massive difference. Habit number 10, the final one, the boundary bell. Set one small boundary every day. Start by saying, I need 5 minutes between each meetings, as an example. See, one client I know used this to protect family dinner time while scaling her business to multi-millions. It works. And the reason why I say it works is there's a science to this. There's a science to micro habits. They are like compound interest for your personal growth. Just as your money grows exponentially when you invest consistently, these tiny actions compound into massive life changes. Your brain doesn't register those tiny actions as threats. So that enables it to slip right under your psychological radar. This, like I said, isn't theory. It is neuroscience, and it's proved through thousands and thousands of success stories, some with my clients, some with so many other clients out there. And your favorite CEO, trust me, has learned about micro habits. So if you are ready to transform your life, one tiny action at a time, here's what I want you to do. Just pick one habit from this list. Make it ridiculously small, so small it seems almost meaningless, and then watch as it creates a ripple effect through your entire life. Remember, transformation doesn't require massive change. Like that simple raindrop carving through the rock, your micro habits are quietly but persistently creating the life that you want. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like and subscribe for more evidence-based strategies for your personal and transformational growth. Drop a comment below. I look forward to hearing from you. See you next time.